Yo, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Yo, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Yo, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Man, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Talk of the Town podcast.
Cut.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Scorch in the building.
It's your boy Jamal Gasol.
And we back with another episode of the Talk of the Town podcast. Today we got my boy, the Gary Wallace, comedian that is.
Yeah.
So y'all know we come here to talk some shiznit.
Did a couple joints. I seen him opening up in Buffalo, Niagara Falls. You know what I'm saying? He building a resume. Got a report out here. You know what I'm saying?
When it comes to the comedians in Niagara Falls, if you don't know him, then who do you know?
But he said.
And that's a fact. Number one, baby. There's no top 10 in that.
But he said.
You're funny. So without further ado, let's get it.
Let's go. What's good, y'all? We back for another episode of the Talk of the Town podcast. Today we got my boy, drum roll please, the one and only Gary Wallace. You heard?
What up?
Introduce yourself, man. Let them
What's
know.
going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Gary Wallace. That's Mr. TH, 2 E's, man.
Yeah, you heard the man. Pay up. Okay. Yeah.
Hey up. This is from an interview to a robbery.
You heard
Like,
the man.
We gon' even though I'm gonna let y'all know off the rip. We know him. We know a lot of shit. But what influenced you to do comedy?
What influenced me to do comedy? Just having I don't know. I've always loved comedy, but really, I would say like 3-4 years before I started doing comedy, people would just walk up to me. I'm working at Dollar General, and people I didn't know, older ladies, young people. Oh my bad. People would just walk up to me and be like, "All right," because they're not paying me to do this, so I'm like, I'm getting something. But anyway, people would just. My bad. People would just walk up to me and be like, "Man, you mad funny." Or I'd be with my lady at Walmart and we having our own discussion, and people the next hour over would just come up to me and be like, yo, you funny. You really should try doing stand up. And it went from there, man. I enrolled at a comedy class at Helium, and the rest was there. I had to get comfortable being in front of folk, right?
Okay.
Being on stage, that was different.
So before you got into that stage of like taking it serious, right? Because people say you were naturally funny, right? How old were you when you first knew you was funny? Like you had to know yourself. These people ain't just coming over the aisle.
No, I'm always.
Let's say Bruce Almighty.
No, I was always a good time. I just get with family, hanging out, just enjoying gardens. Was just I don't know, naturally funny. Always a good time.
So since a kid.
Since a kid, man. Since a kid. Yeah.
Okay.
But I first stepped on the stage when I was 36, though. First time on doing comedy.
So how old was you when you stepped in the cypher for the rib match?
I did a rib match.
You know they had the ribbon back in the day.
Oh man, that was
every day.
That was six years old.
That's what I'm saying.
That was
to that point.
Listen, man, that was an everyday thing, man. If you didn't have them jokes right, man, and it was weird, joking with everybody I grew up with, because we was all poor. It was.
So, man,
It only took 2 words to get the whole day jumping. You know what they was, right?
Your mama. Everybody got a mama. Hit or miss.
They couldn't know your daddy because ain't nobody know.
Yeah, daddy had no respect.
Ain't nobody know their daddy.
Yeah, everybody know
Like,
your daddy, though.
Your daddy.
Yeah, niggas
I wasn't around, so
yeah, niggas ain't never get respect off that one.
No,
things
man.
they talk about, but you never see. Fathers.
Yeah, man. Because you couldn't be like, you don't know your daddy. Because you could be like, you don't know your daddy.
Your daddy either.
We can have the same daddy. What you talking about?
Yeah, man.
Let me put my pay away. Can't have all that money out there.
Paper, huh? What's the next question you got for us? I already went.
It's up, man. Yo, he talking.
Okay, it's like,
Who is your favorite comedian and why?
Who is my favorite comedian and why? I really don't watch, and I'm just gonna keep it 100. I really don't watch a lot of like stand-up comedy. I'm more watch like funny TV shows, funny movies. I'm more like I love Airplane. I love the airplane movies, man.
It was alright.
I like the Naked Guns.
You
I just,
know,
you know what I mean? I
That's
love the silly, man, because there's not like a one comedian, right? Because, you know, obviously people like Dave Chappelle, but I even more like Dave's earlier work. Like, I think he's just
sketch comedy too. That's what you saying.
earlier work,
He's
sketch
serious
comedy.
funny now.
Yeah, it's different.
He got,
man.
you sound like you got money.
Right.
Yeah,
And I'm not hating on it. It's just a little. It's not
dope.
what I fell in love with Dave for. I watch him and I'm like, I want to quit comedy because I can't do that. But it's just not the same. I don't have the same look. I don't know. It's just,
I don't know. You give me more of a Corey Holcomb kind of vibe.
I fucks with Corey Holcomb.
You give me like the Corey Holcomb.
I met Corey Holcomb when I was in LA.
Oh, I thought you were saying here.
No, he was in LA at the Improv.
His sense of humor is like, it's not dry, but he's not even trying. Like,
He's
it's
not
effortless.
it's natural.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, no,
But see,
no,
he don't give a shit. He say what you won't say is what he will say.
Yeah,
and
he
his
is
comedy is
outspoken
toward
dude,
woman. Like he say all the shit that you won't say toward.
Plus some.
Yeah.
Plus,
Plus some. Because he's got a female co-host and he'd be like, bitch, I was telling the bitches to put the bitch and then there was another bitch and you can see his co-host light skin. She be beat red. She be like, because the bitch.
Black Jesus. If you got HBO Max, watch Black Jesus. Black Jesus is funny as shit, man.
Any of them movie dudes like Rodney Dangerfield. I still watch that.
Oh yeah, I remember
You know what
him.
I'm saying?
No,
remember
right. I
that
grew up
shit.
on Benny Hill though. Like, see y'all, Benny Hill. Like,
I
it
heard
was
of
like
him.
perverted
I
kind
don't
of
know.
comedy. It was wild, man. But
I heard last I remember was like the oldest I go back to is Flip Wilson.
okay.
Flip Wilson.
Okay.
Express Sanford. Everybody watched Sanford and Son. That was a classic.
I still do. I got Pluto TV.
Red.
Oh yeah.
You big dummy. No, sorry. Yeah, no. I'm still watching the episodes like they just came out because I ain't watch them all growing up. But
So how do you prep though, as far as for your for your comedy side?
I
Do you
drive
smoke,
everybody.
you drink?
Oh.
Like how do you prep? Like do you like pray? You got like a ritual before you
Day
go on
of
stage?
show. Day
yeah.
of show. I used to, and my man Cody, who used to work at Helium, and was like, man, you gotta break the routine because if something happened, like what if the club call you on a Saturday and you at home chilling? Yo, can you come to the club? Now you so used to this routine. If what happens if you fly out of town and the plane delayed? I used to have a routine of showering, trying to eat at noon and do all this stuff, but sometimes you just gotta go at it, man. I will tell you when I get to the club, I like 2 shots and like a beer. You know what I'm saying? But as far as
free drinks.
oh man, yeah, I got my own drink at Helium, man. It's a GW.
Oh,
I ain't been there Helium.
Go to Helium and order a GW.
That's why I ain't been out in years.
Order a GW. They gonna be like, Gary. No, shout out to Helium.
I'm about to be in Helium. I'll be in Helium in a few days. I'll be out there.
Yeah, so I try to just, be in the moment and not so strategic before my show because you can't plan. Everything ain't perfect in life. How I got here ain't perfect in life. I was about to drive here, my van overheated, you know what I'm saying? So
that's why I ain't even get a chance to let you know he called me last minute.
man,
I was running a little late anyway, so
He called me
it
last
worked out for
minute.
me.
So
Man.
I mean, I was like, all right, ain't no problem, man.
but I do talk to God a lot. Everything I got and been doing comedy in the past 6 years is because of him. But there's no I'm not to the Kevin Hart status where it's like 16 of us backstage and we're like, all right, everybody on head. You know what I'm saying? But some people I have worked with, headliners, we do say a little something before.
That leads to my next question. Who was your favorite headliner to open up for?
So far, favorite is probably either Brad Williams or Michael Collier.
Brad Williams.
Little short.
Who's Showboat?
Yeah, Michael Collier.
Michael
man.
Collier funny as fuck.
He called George Wallace.
My God.
He called George Wallace. So that was like in the green room. Because my name is Gary George Wallace, whatever. So I'm telling him that. So he's talking to the staffer, like, hey. He's like, wait a minute. Yeah, he said, your name. He just, I didn't ask him. He pulled his phone out. He was like, hey, listen, I got this nigga here. He said he related to you. It was the craziest real moment of like, and he was a solid dude because he put me on his morning show. I did so well that weekend. That Tuesday, he put me on his morning show. So I mean,
I met him
he
in
didn't have to do that, man.
Cleveland.
That's
He
respect,
real.
man.
He
That's
all
real.
the comedy
Solid.
he been doing comedy like over like 30 years, and he always tell people like about his falls and his coming back. Like
He'll tell you he'll crack it in a
went
minute.
3 times.
Yeah, for sure.
He smoked crack for 23 years straight.
Yeah.
He used to say it on Comic View.
Yeah,
You're
man.
never supposed to forget where you come from, and that's what I tell everybody. Like, never forget where you come from. So a few times we done did shows here, and I'm telling people like, yo, I moved back to Niagara Falls. I had like 7 hours. I was real fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And I'll never forget about that. But you look back at that situation, and you just figure out how to never go back to that shit again.
Yeah, I feel we all got a moment like that.
Yeah.
Like, definitely.
Yeah, man.
So speaking of Comic View, who would you pick? Eddie Griffin or Joe Torre?
Eddie Griffin, Joe Torre.
Oh.
I
was thinking
I fuck with
Guy.
Shout out to Guy Torre. I met Guy Torre.
Guy, all right.
No, I met him.
Joe more funnier.
I met him
than
in
you.
LA. He kept calling me Brumman.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, you got the Brumman.
I swear.
You got
Yo, I swear he kept calling me Brumman. It was like the dopest moment. And I'm talking like, man, listen,
You got
so
the
many
Brumman
people
vibe too,
were at the
too.
Improv. I'm talking Michael Blackson, Corey Holcomb, Earthquake, Paul Pierce, Gary Payton. So many comedians was Plastic Cup Boys. But he like, hey, buddy, look. It's bro man from the 9th floor, and I was like, "What's up, Chief?" You know what I'm saying? I couldn't.
Hustle man.
I know I put the hustle man. But no, it was a real cool moment, and I really thank God. And man, I tell my kids, you start walking in your design light, man. Good things the things that are supposed to happen to you will come to you, man.
Right.
Now, wait a minute. What's funny is you ain't answer the question.
I'm gonna go. Listen, no, I'm gonna go Eddie
You
Griffin.
said Joe Torre, Eddie Griffin.
I'm gonna go
was
Eddie
thinking.
Griffin because I like Malcolm and Eddie. Was that the? I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
because I got Pluto TV. So no, it come on Pluto TV. They only play like 4 episodes, but
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yeah, Malcolm.
No,
Yeah, my boy Theo.
yeah. No, I
So
and he
Eddie
be dropping
Griffin-
knowledge.
Yeah, I like Eddie Griffin.
He be dropping.
He's definitely one of my favorite comedians, though. I just wanted to see what you had to think about him.
Yeah.
I
No,
feel like
yo.
Foolish is one of his best movie of all time.
I like that.
Foolish might be his best movie.
no, was he? He was in Double Take.
Yeah.
Come
Him and Orlando
on,
Jones.
man. Freddie Tiffany,
Him and Orlando-
international.
And he was in Jason's lyric too, acting.
But he wasn't. He wasn't really. He was like a serious.
Nah,
No.
Foolish was the one though.
Double Take is my
Double
joint,
Take
man.
is funny.
I'm
Because
gonna
he did the
lie.
little dance scene, and he had the
Man.
dog.
It's just a
I ain't
cool
see that one. I'm
movie.
watching.
It's
I'm
the Orlando Jones nigga.
It's
Him and Orlando Jones, dude from Drumline.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
The major.
I think he was on Mad TV.
One being
too.
one.
Man.
yo,
Oh, for sure.
we're gonna keep this funny shit going. Cause we all seen this shit. You might as well just consider yourself viral. I know I'm going back. You seen it too. I'm pretty sure. Working at Dollar General, what was your funniest incident? I know you seen them shit. That's before he started doing comedy. Them shits was blowing up.
The craziest thing that used to just happen working on the west side of, Grant and West Ferry, DG.
Shout out to the Puerto Ricans.
Is
Yeah,
that
man,
they
Buffalo, salute, man.
Puerto Ricans.
It's Scorch like y'all, man.
Oh, see,
No, listen, this ain't even
Buffalo.
it just will be weird
peace.
how they would speak to you in a Spanish accent. Like, yo, pa, don't speak English. But that's English, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like, sir, like you're stealing, and they would be like, "Pa, what do you mean? What steal? I don't know steal." But I'm like, that's just an accent, fam. That's not Spanish. Like,
So
I can
it's
see if you
got
was,
nothing to do with the action.
like, no comprende. Like, what but you're speaking English to me. Like, I know steal. What you mean? I mean, you're stealing. You know what I'm saying?
Repeat back to me. You
ain't
And I bet you when they
Come
talk
on,
like
man.
that, they can write clear English.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying to you.
can
Yo,
spell
Pa, I bought this from Family Dollar. Man,
You
come
know what I
on,
mean?
man.
They
Steal
know.
it, man.
Yeah, you
Still-
know what the hell they doing.
Yeah, no,
So
that
the
was-
language, you said
that
the
just
language
was
in general.
the craziest. Or sometimes people would like make threats towards me in Spanish, but I'm asking my Spanish speaking employees, like, yo, what is he saying to me? You know what I'm saying? And they're like, no, it ain't nothing. He just, and I'm like, no. What, right. So I'm like, no, what is he saying? they're like, no, he's saying basically like, fuck you, I know what kind of car you drive, he gonna kill you after work. But I'm like, why wouldn't you just tell me that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you tell me he not saying nothing? But
It's a mind game.
Man, listen, y'all better,
slick, man.
Go ahead with that.
Speaking of politics
as usual.
will Kanye bounce back?
Man, I don't even know. I wish I could get into his mind to know what the fuck is really going on in there. Because it's like, as a black person, I would just hate to totally like turn my back. If you got a disagreement with your brother, like what do? You have it out, but you always get back with your brother. So at the same time, and this climate that we living in, like we need each other, right? You know what I'm saying? To love one. Like niggas can't even go to their grandma house because they're a fiend, but like their cousin is stick. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can't just, I don't know.
I feel like people.
I hope his heart is in the right place and he really not trying to use us to elevate himself back in the billionaire status.
Yeah, I hope not shit on, man.
You know what I mean?
That's the only thing I would hate to happen from that.
To drop from 6 billion to 400 million from last I seen, I hope he learned something.
But they saying that Adidas still gonna have to pay him because of some contract shit, and I don't understand a lot what's going on with Ye because I only got my GD, so I only understand like a little bit of stuff anyway. So I get my cliff notes from TikTok. I be like, babe, if they say it on TikTok, they kind of
I gotta translate it, break it down for you.
I get so you gotta spoon feed me stuff, man. I can't. I just know we not wearing Adidas right now, and I think he working on the album. That's what I
mean, I know we on camera and all that, right?
No, let's do
I still wear my Yeezys though. That shit don't bother me.
You already bought them. I don't mean.
I'm not burning them shits.
Right. I don't mean.
I don't know too much people like wearing like the.
But what about Nikes? Y'all still wearing Nikes?
Huh?
Y'all still wearing Nikes? Look,
Niggas still got on horses, right? Like, where was you at last night?
Niggas still wearing Nikes, man. They been kind of crazy.
Huh?
Nigga, a checklist before you can play.
He had to do 6 things before.
I think he had $1 million scavenger hunt.
No,
that's
crazy
shit.
But I'm like you. I don't have no new Nikes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna stop wearing what I just wore today because
right.
Well, let me go mine in here. I don't pay attention to none of that shit. I'm gonna wear what looks nice to me.
So you like Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah, you like on some Floyd shit.
They had hollered at Floyd on the way in the Gucci. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I don't know what the fuck going on. I don't know what the fuck going on, nigga.
I like this shit.
He was like, I like this.
Yeah, I like this shit.
Hey, man.
I like this shit. They got silver on the inside, nigga. I like this shit.
I like.
He got 2 watches.
I like what I like, man.
Okay.
I like what I like, man. I can't. I ain't gonna front. I don't pay attention to everything. I barely know.
What you be at home watching?
Man,
when you go home at night, what do you watch?
Man, I be watching.
What do you watch at night?
I be watching YouTube shit, battle rap shit. What's going on in the battle rap world? Staying out of this politician shit. Half the time, I don't know who the president is because I don't like that shit. So no, when Obama was in it, I was all.
So we only watch the news when we look at the weather, is what you just said, right?
My phone telling me the weather.
You only watch the news now.
I cut the cord. Man, TikTok got all the news I need. See, don't let these questions distract you from the fact that they ain't found out who killed. You know what I mean? The Migos. Come on, man. Can we figure that out first? Come on, man. We want to talk about Kanye, the weather, Adidas, Nikes, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant still ain't got a lineup.
Come on, we covering all types of bases.
That shit just went away.
He's smooth with that lineup, boy.
Jay Prince nigga,
he's on the court with no hat on.
I think he had on some.
Shout out to KD, man. Don't think I'm picking on you, but yeah, that shit wild, man.
They was talking shit back in there, but Pops.
Oh, with the lineup?
He got the roaches in his head or whatever. KD don't give a damn, man. Rest in peace, John Witherspoon. He was one of the funniest motherfuckers ever, too.
Before he passed, he came to Helium.
Yeah, I was there.
And
he came a couple times.
I was shocked. I had no idea. I was like, yo.
I didn't think he was going to be that funny.
It gave me hope that, like, I can pop when I'm 70. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't.
Yeah, that comedy seems like, yo, you can still be in it for the ages,
man. Because I think he was traveling up until he might have been on tour. Like,
he was 70 something.
That nigga was funny, bro.
Yeah.
Paul Mooney was old and still on shit.
Him, John Weatherspoon, and Clifton Powell are on my bucket list of comedians I want to meet.
Who's the three? Who's him?
It was John
I was going
Weatherspoon
to say that.
and
John
Clifton Powell.
Weatherspoon, you got to take
It's
it.
over
You
now.
got to take a different ticket for that.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
got to
need
take
that.
a different ride.
But
No,
Clifton Powell, now I want to meet Clifton Powell, son Pinky.
Yeah.
That's a funny nigga. He got a lot of movies,
Yeah,
bro.
he do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
he
he
got-
got-
Hold on, when he get? I did not know he was a.
He's not a comedian though, but he's a funny nigga.
Okay.
Yeah, yo, I've
He's
seen
like
him
a
in
Samuel L.
plays.
Jackson.
I've seen him in plays. He's a
Yeah.
Okay.
You see him in Dead Presidents. You know what I'm saying? He was in Fridays. He was in what's the movie?
50 Cent movie.
He was
Before I
in
Self-Destruct.
Caught Up. Yeah, he was in Before I Self-Destruct. He was in Caught Up. He be in mad movies, but that nigga
He around.
Yeah, he's a movie legend, man. Clifton Powell, he got about 50 movies in his resume.
All right, no, that's what's
But
up.
that's somebody I would definitely want to meet, man. What's your next question?
Me, man, mine's is.
They got their questions written in crayon. They don't want y'all to see this. They,
Oh,
you
no,
see how
I
they
don't
got
need
them
this.
bought that.
I can
This
rip
is
this up.
this is a
I
crayon.
can rip this up. I can rip this
Sticky
up.
note.
Hey, I think we might already know this, but just in case y'all don't know it, because the last few episodes, they was all hopping on me and shit, man. Let them know what hood you happen to be from.
I'm actually from Scottsdale, Arizona, by way of England, actually. I was born in a small town called Boston, England, actually. And me and my mom, we migrated. No. Absolutely, we just migrated from like a different.
21 Savage shit. I went back to him. I'm like,
Come on, man. I'm from the bricks. I'm from Jordan Gardens.
Jordan Gardens!
Absolutely.
Motherfuckers!
By way of 7th Street. I gotta say that. I was, a couple of years of my life was 7th Street, but then like from 5 on was JG, man. Cockroaches and rabbit.
You funny.
He
counted the
mouse,
first couple.
Man, for real, I have pictures in
Rats
front of
and
there,
mice,
man.
man.
That's where I cut my teeth. That's,
man.
humping on pillows and shit. You know you fool, you be humping on pillows. That's where I got my first piece of pillow on 7th Street. Sorry. You kids be humping the hell out of the pillows.
He said I got a picture. He said I got a picture of
Like
you.
this.
Shit back in the day, too.
Listening to Luther, come
With
on,
Jordan
man.
Gardens, man.
No,
That's
Jordan
what we
Gardens,
represent, man. Jordan Gardens, man.
The original Jordan Gardens, man.
Yeah.
Mice and roaches.
Unity
Asbestos.
Park.
Harry S. Jordan.
For
We
real.
had Unity Park on here. What's the other projects? Mount Eagle.
No, we don't do Mount Eagle as a project. That's a town, them townhouses, man. Go back, re-edit episode 7.
Yeah.
That is not a project, man.
Yo, we had an episode on that too. He said that.
I'm an 80s baby. I couldn't even let, my heart was like, say something. That is not a project, B. It might be ratchet motherfuckers out there now.
That shit though.
Niggas cooked out there when I was growing up. Like, damn, y'all eating dinner.
I didn't
like,
know that
I
was
live
their
in
time I got older.
I live in Mount Eagle, buddy.
Yeah, my nigga was like some hidden shit.
No,
I ain't gonna lie.
Is that like a HUD facility?
That rent was like $25.
I sucked my first pair of titties on Mount Eagle. But anyway, this is a family. That was what I used to walk the train tracks. It would be deer on there and shit. What the fuck you doing,
We walked the
nigga?
train tracks all from Unity Park to there.
Now it's coyotes and other shit.
Yeah, that was all type of shit back
I
then.
saw a crackhead riding a coyote one night. I said, "Oh, you nigga, you bold, nigga."
Yeah, he find his way to that dime.
I feel bad for them brothers that late night in the wheelchair riding around here.
Yo, they riding the elephant for that dub.
I feel bad for them. Coyote come, you fuck,
I
boy.
could never, especially as one of them hand ones.
They
I'm
got
sorry.
the small
I'm
electric
like,
there, like 2 miles per
oh,
hour, they just be leaning back.
your shit dying, shit. You told wifey to charge it up. She didn't charge your shit up.
No, look at shit die. Oh,
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all like the comedian challenge. Don't take this shit
Oh,
personally.
yeah, man. I got family in
Talent,
wheelchairs and
man.
stuff, man. It's all love. I give rides.
Quincy and talent, man. Fuck
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay,
Go support at 11 Wings, man.
So
So I gotta
last-
go to a date up there or something. I'll be
last but not least, the most important question of the show.
He ripped his questions up. I don't know what to
Yeah,
do.
because I ain't need them, man. We freestyle on here and all that. See, yeah.
Yeah, man.
He took a picture with his other phone. He was like, I saw the phone, and then he gonna go with here. He like, before we get out of here,
So what makes you feel that you rather talk of the town?
Man, because I'm him. No, because I really care about comedy, man, and I grind hard at it, man. It consumes me, right? My lady be deep in conversation about life, kids, shit, the dog, and I'm like, whatever. She talking for 2 minutes straight, and I'd be like, babe, you think this funny? She'd be like, I'm talking to you about real life. What are you trying to work on a tagline right now? I really
remind me of different things. I
really love this, man. I don't take it for granted, man. I'm out a lot, and I should be out more. But I understand that God can take this away from me at any given moment via a lot of ways, right? Like some cats, play with it, right? Once a month, once every 6 months. Like that ain't what it take to be talking to town, man. I ain't get here because I grew up with the cat and I heard him getting whoopings back in the day. You know what I'm saying? He thought me doing the show, I wouldn't expose that. But no, that's why he's so well behaved. He still remember. I guarantee you ever get punched and you feel it 5 minutes later, I guarantee no. But no, I really that's why, man. And I'm doing this for my moms and my sister, man. When you see me hashtag Raw Paul Suited, that's my moms and my sister. My sister Regina Ann Wallace, my mother Priscilla Ann Wallace, and we're suited for success. So when you see that hashtag RPS Raw Paul Suited, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing this for, man. I'm not gonna stop, man. And God been showing me. I'm gonna say this again. Once you start walking in your design light, the things that are meant for you are gonna come, man. My son didn't want to play football. That boy played 1 year football, JV. He won all kind of offensive, defensive alignment awards, captain. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, if you'd have stayed home and just played whatever, Fortnite or whatever, you wouldn't have had these accolades, man. You wouldn't ever hop on the mic. You wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Keep giving them that push, man. And I'm gonna get some.
I'm gonna give him a kick in a second.
See, we here to get everybody together, like I said. And see, look, it's a small world, right? And I know we ain't even discussed that. We be moving. His sister, Gina, that you talking about, she a Meg. That's our cousin.
Oh yeah,
that's our cousin.
Yeah,
it's a small world, man.
My dad and her dad got the same name.
What's
Will Earl?
Yeah, okay, Will Earl.
You know Big Ed. Our cousin Big Ed.
That's my sister's. He called me brother, but that's my sister.
My man with the red.
Yeah.
I need a beef rib, man.
You try to get Ed on here too. That's family here.
Beef rib, man.
That boy been living. He ain't never lived in Alabama. That boy talk like he done lived on 7 dirt roads. You shut up, man.
Yo, I'm tagging Ed,
you feel like you been down there.
Come on, man.
He ain't been in them turns.
No, but I love you. No, chill, man.
Get you, Gary.
It's just, I'm like, Niagara Falls. How you, I don't know.
It's mad accents in the falls, though. Niggas be talking about
Chicago
niggas.
Come on, man. This is popular.
On game.
Fake New York City, your blood, son. I'm like, bro, come on. Now you hit me with the
Niggas be going to jail, come home from a whole different part of the state.
Man, who you talking to? Oh, you just watch The Wire? Now you talk like Snoop? Come on, man.
Tay-Rock.
Stop.
Everybody
Stop, man. Come on, man.
Everybody definitely funny on that, man. But yeah, man, this was another episode of the Talk of the Town podcast.
And before we out of here, though, make sure you plug them in. Let them know all your tags, man.
Oh, check this out. No. Check this out. It's your boy, the Gary Wallace, TH, 2 E's. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Pornhub. I'm all on social media, all right? Follow me online, or I'll follow y'all home and rob y'all blind. Help me make it.
I like that.
Or we break in your house and take it. You know what I'm saying? Don't mind. Listen, I say that at the end of every set I do on stage.
We breaking
you know what I'm saying? Listen, listen.
We breaking
Working my missing side tooth, man. I'm not playing, man. I'm gonna make it, man.
You got one too?
I got 7 of them. But
you gonna talk about these Mr. Tooth niggas real soon? Yeah. We're gonna talk about these Mr. Tooth real soon.
Peace, man. This was fun.
All right, man. Let's go.
Yo, my man Gary. He came through and tore this shit up, man. As expected.
Man, shout out to Gary Wallace, man. Funny guy, man. Y'all check him out, man.
Gary Wallace on all social media.
You know what I mean? More success, more blessings. More life to that man, man. Continue to chase your dreams, man. You got my support. You know what I mean? Keep doing your thing, bro. Real shit, man.
The man was funny before all this comedy shit. We grew up together. He stayed across the street from me, so I heard all this before he even got out of the Jordan Gardens.
When they heard Scorch getting whoopings.
Jordan got.
You know what I mean? That's good. We gonna get into that. Let's get to that.
He might have did. I don't know. I was a bad kid, so whatever. My mind played that shit.
Yeah, see, I was smart. Kyle used to get the whooping. I go lay down. He get to go outside and play. I go lay down.
Now, see, the difference
Take a
was,
nap.
you said the difference was, my siblings was way older than me. They older than Gary and shit. The youngest one was my sister Shandell. I grew up with nieces and nephews and shit. I was an uncle early. I was an uncle at like 5. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's little Willie. Little Willie from Philly.
I'm the uncle of the family right now.
Okay.
I got nieces in their 30s.
Yeah, see,
You know it's true.
I got nieces and nephews too, but they ain't that old.
You said that mellow.
Yeah, no, I mean, they ain't that old.
But the show did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, man, what you think about it though, man?
About this show?
Yeah, we gotta get this show out there though, man. I want people to check this one out. This is a funny guy right here, man. We gotta push this talent. We need the support within our community.
Man, I'm still here. They talking about me like I'm gone, man. I was standing right over there. I don't even know. They was like, get your chair and get the hell out of here, damn it. And I was like, well, I'm all right, man. I'm leaving for real. I'm sorry.
Yo, that's a good product. It sell itself.
The Gary Wallace, you heard?
And y'all know what this is, man.
This is the talk of the. Wait, did I interrupt you?
Oh no, you got.
This is the. Okay.
Oh, you
1,
remixing it?
2. This is the Talk of the Town podcast.
This is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Man, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
This is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Talk of the Town podcast. Cut.